Alright, YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and help with databases for you today. I'm going to do a little database tutorial. Somebody asked me for one, so I figured it'd be a good time. We're going to do this in C#. It's very similar in Visual Basic. I might do that one later for you. But today we're going to do a C#, so we're going to use Visual Studio Express 2012. I'm going to go ahead and create a new project. We'll call it Databases. This is Windows Form application. Okay, so to pull this up, get the project set up, and we're just going to do a couple text boxes that we want. We'll do like a first and last name, and then a button to submit. So we'll do text box there, copy that, text box there, and a button. Now our database, I'm going to make that button. Our database, what we're going to want to do for it is we're going to need to create it, but we're going to use a data grid view to view it. So you can do this now, you can throw it in, or you can do it later. I'm just going to throw the data grid view in right now. I'm going to resize our form, and you want to right click here, click add new item, and it doesn't matter if you have SQL installed or not. It's in Visual Studio and will run inside your application only. So we'll do a local database, and we'll call it, I'll just leave it as database 1. So we'll add that database. It's going to do a lot of work in the background, and it's going to choose the database model. We want to use a data set, and then it's going to come up with a data set name automatically. You can change it, leave it whatever it is, click finish. So now you actually want something in your database. If you double click it, it should bring you up to your Database Explorer. Click on Tables, right click Create Table, and we'll say Tables Names, and we'll do last, first. And you could change these variables, or these what you want to be, whether it's numeric or a variable character. That's essentially just saying it's a string, when it's just SQL's way of saying a string. So go ahead and do that. Now you're going to need to make a connection. There's a lot of hard ways to do it. I'm going to show you the easy way. If you click up here and then click choose data source and add project data source, click on database, data set, just like before, but look, you're going to look for your database name. So our database is database 1 connection string settings. That's exactly what we want. So we'll click next. It gives us an option of some tables. Look, they're the right ones. We're going to select all of them. You can change that name if you want, or leave it the same. And then you finish, and okay, so now your columns are visible. But now we want something to happen when we click this submit button. So we'll double click it, and what's nice is it already sets the onload function. So I'm actually going to need to use that again when I do an update on the code. So let me show you how to add items to your code. So you're going to take this section of the code that's already generated for you. And that's your actual data set, and you're going to do dot rows dot add, and then put in your parentheses. But here it's going to take two variables, so you could just put a name in here, or you could not. What I'm going to do is put an actual variable from those text boxes. So we know we need two, so I'm going to use textbox1 dot text. And textbox2.text. Okay, so remember though that we're doing last name and then first name, so textbox1 is going to need to be last name. So we can put a label here if we want. I'm just going to go ahead and do this real simply for you so I can show you how it works. We're going to run the program. Let's see, let's use Doe and John. Okay, nothing happened. I messed up somewhere. Let's see what I did wrong. Okay, so textbox1.text. Let's see. and save the information. You got to use the .update to actually save the information. So let's see if this fixes it. Because that's really weird. I wasn't expecting that. Let's see now. So last name first, though, John. There you go. So this update saves it to the database, and this calls the actual database. So you're not writing to the data grid view. You're writing to the database here. This saves it, and this loads the database into the data grid view. So you got Doe John. Let's do Smith Jane. And there you go. If you close that and open it back up too, your database will persist. So that's it for this tutorial. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.